Tuesday morning, November 5th, 2024. Yep, all day long. It's election day. How's everybody doing? Sadie's first. Hi, Sadie. Jabez just got back from voting. That's good. Election workers get really annoyed when you blast YMCA on the car stereo while parked at my polling place. You deserve a standing ovation. They should thank you. Morning, Chastity. 25% were amused, 25% were disgusted, 50% were confused about what. Lag, you're not first. What happened? Uh, sorry, Tom's electricity's out at his house. Great. Morning, Robin. How's Memphis? Aha, I remembered from yesterday. Oh, we're black screen again? Not right now. Now we're in the blurry part. I don't know why it does that. I'm first in your heart. Yeah. Right. So Memphis is windy, expecting storm. Yeah, we had rain during the night. We had rain yesterday. We needed it. I mean, we haven't had much rain late summer and early fall. So things around here were getting kind of parched. In fact, we're supposed to get rain in 30 minutes. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, light rains are passing on through. So anyway, what else is going on? Rains, elections. Happy Election Day. Golly. I've been watching, conservative news, and I've been watching regular news, and everybody's saying how close this election is. I'm like, I can't believe that's even possible. Uh, it's close. It's going to be close again. It's crazy. They schedule your rain. It's we have typical times of the year it rains. We usually get rain in the spring and early summer. And then from about the middle of June until the end of September, we get almost zero rain here. They're going to drag out God, I hope not. Well, we were clear into December trying to get Georgia to finish theirs up last in 2020, weren't we? That was just stupid. Hey, Anissa, the lovely Anissa yourself. Don't watch the news. I don't know. You know, there are certain states that are just going to go Democrat, and there are certain states that are just going to go Republican. Pennsylvania, yeah, both candidates were working hard on Pennsylvania yesterday. Uh, That's true, Jabez. Everybody thinks they're going to win until they don't. I voted 2,500 times. Okay. LFG. They're even saying that Ted Cruz and Weird Boy are having a close race in Texas. I'm like, what? Mm. I don't see how Texas could be anything but Republican at this point. Yeah, just like the Cowboys. Yep. Hey, Ping G. Good morning. Politics are lively in California, too. I saw an Oriental Korean descent lady she was having Bill Clinton and all kinds of people come out and campaign against her. She's a conservative. Muslims for Trump. Yeah, Austin. My, my son moved to the Austin area. Crazy people down there. But yeah, um, the Interstate 35 corridor is just rife with Democrats. You start at San Antonio, then you go Houston, Austin, and then on up to Dallas, Fort Worth. Those big cities are just dadgum Democrats. But if you get west of the Interstate 35, everybody's Republican. El Paso may not be, but everything else is. And if you get east of Interstate 35, that little strip, that's pretty much all Republican. So we'll see. Those cities are a major part of the population of Texas. Jalen Hurts, Buda. And I'd say Buda would probably be Republican, but you don't got to go far to get to a Democrat stronghold. I-35 is, I don't like driving on it. We kind of have to once in a while, but yeah, it's no fun. It's always crowded. Most of it is 3 lanes each way. So I'll put the invitation to join the chat over here on the side. If anybody wants to come in and chat me up, I'm kind of boring by myself. I realize that. do, do, do. Where's Beard? Beard, last Tuesday he popped in during Tom's show, or was it Thursday? We'll see. New Jersey. New Jersey hadn't been Republican in ever, have they? Long time. Flexi rant. I know. He's eating toast. I know, Beard sucks. Beard said he was going to do election show tonight. That was fun 4 years ago when old we're doing the election results show. That was a lot of fun. Chris Christie. Yeah, I know. Uh-huh. New Jersey was red in '84. Really? But that was Reagan, wasn't it? Yeah, Chris the Goose, his map of the U.S. Yeah, he had the map of the United States up on an easel, and he would color in red and black for each state, so on. Yeah, so the polls close at 7 p.m. So those start closing in on the East Coast 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 6 p.m. my time. So anyway, yeah, nobody wants to come in and keep me company. Well, y'all suck. I hate you and the little dog the cat that drug you in. Yeah. 8 p.m. in Pennsylvania? Oh, well, yeah. Hmm. Son number 3.
Morning.
Dun, dun.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Okay, I'll speak up then. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. How's it going, Larry Sadie?
Hey, I listed 5 day for yesterday. Yesterday I listed 9.
Oh my God.
Uh oh yeah, it's going down. Going down over here.
Hold the presses. Uh-oh. Dun
Who
dun
is it?
dun.
Y'all the one called me up, damn it. I know I'm speaking for Todd when I tell y'all that if you're subscribed to this channel and you thinking about voting for Kamala, unsubscribe right now. We don't want to hear from you.
There you go.
And they go to my channel and unsubscribe too, because fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm subscribed from me too. I'm not gonna be the lonely one here.
You need to go out there and vote for Trump. Like you were the third monkey on the ramp to the ark, and it's starting to rain, motherfuckers. That's how you need to go vote for Trump. You need to take your friend, their friend. Communism. I mean, Reagan. I just think Reagan was crazy. Communism's only one generation away. I mean, how prophetic was that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The stuff he talked about back then, it makes perfect sense for today. I mean,
He did make one huge screw up though that we kind of give him a pass on.
I know.
His immigration policies are what set the fact that California is blue forever. He wasn't perfect. That was definitely a fail.
That and he kind of did an oops on the Iran-Contra affair thing.
Yeah, old Ollie North.
I mean,
So not every. I mean, there's presidents or humans that are gonna have. That's what I don't get. The all these damn white women. I mean, white women are gonna be the death of us. Bunch of bitches. they're older now. They've had no strife, so they're inventing strife in their lives. Uh, they sit around. Never forget all these divorces and all this stuff that goes on. It's not the men. Women have to cheat on men just as much, but yet you're trying to hold Trump to some kind of standard that you don't live to. Oh, he's not morally right. Uh, go look at the church for God's sakes. How many pastors have been? I mean, just look over the week over the last few days. What has the Karen done? And listen, what has the Karen done that's outraged the internet over the last 4 days, 5 days? There's a bitch in Texas that got Peanut killed. Peanut and Fred gone from this world because some fucking do-gooder had complained multiple times and thought she was in the right in Texas. I hope they bury that bitch.
Well, they claim that this women deal is about the abortion,
That's
but I got
that's the stupidest thing. Abortion. Oh, I'm not voting for Trump because his stance on abortion. He just said the state. He got it to where the states can decide. That's it. It's
well,
in the
and
hands of the voters. It's in the hands of the states. He didn't outlaw abortion. He didn't do anything. It's in the hands of the states. As simple as that.
that's the thing here in Missouri. We're voting on it right now. So once the people choose, and I suspect it'll probably get defeated here in Missouri, but that's what the people want. I mean, you're only giving the people what they want, right? I mean,
It should make more harmony. Where the people of Alabama have a different view than the people of California. If they just do, and I would tell you, even the Northern California has a different view than the people of Southern California.
right.
It's there shouldn't be something that important. Should not be the law of the land. It should be individual. I mean, folks, y'all don't understand the Constitution. The Constitution states that if it's not written in this document, that power belongs to the state. I did not remember reading anything about abortion in the Constitution. And don't tell me it's an old document, all that stuff. It was written like it was for a purpose. It is future proof because it allows they knew that if something comes up, the local electorate would be able to vote and handle it. They don't need the overreach of the federal government.
That's right.
Yeah, I just don't get it. They're always, even the liberals are always talking about why don't Republicans just do? I mean, the polls across the board want what was that? Paid leave and stuff. Everybody agrees. It's like 70-80% of the people.
Well, who's
Okay,
gonna?
I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Let the states vote on it.
Yeah, but they do all this stuff, and they one side they'll go, "We need paid leave. We need this," and the next they'll go, "I don't understand why this costs so much."
Right.
Somebody
Hey,
has to.
Harry, how you
There's
doing,
nothing
buddy?
free. Somebody has to pay for it.
No, there's no doubt. Yeah, everything's got it. Every reaction is going to have or every action is going to have a reaction, and in this case, it's going to be cost. But I don't understand why they just. I mean, they're always preaching about just do the things that are easy to get passed, that everybody wants. Well, abortion, it should be easy to pass in every state if it's as popular as they claim it is.
So I think Sandy's right here. It's not the wise
Hey,
women. It's
that was a middle-aged white woman that killed Peanut. She did not look very young, according to her pictures.
Who's Peanut?
He's that squirrel.
Peanut the squirrel. That he had
Oh,
three. He had
okay.
3 million social followers on social media.
I saw that on the news last night. I didn't even know about Peanut until yesterday.
They're claiming the state's justification was that he might have had rabies after 7 years of living inside the house and never going outside. He might have had rabies.
Yeah.
Go look up. Don't believe me. Go look up the chances of a squirrel passing rabies to to anyone, much less a human.
Right.
And you'll go, wait a minute, what do they mean? It is ultra rare, almost never ever happens. What do you mean? I'm telling you that when that department's the federal the guy who runs that department in New York is an appointed person making like 225 is what he makes. He's deleted all his social media. They're coming after all them motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, they're going down.
Look, Harambe was one of the factors carrying Trump in 16. Peanut Squirrel. People are mad. People are mad about the overreach. I'm telling you, it just shows you the power of government and what they do. They could give two shits about you, your animals, your children. Because I'm telling you, if they vote Kamala in, we are another step closer to World War III, and all your children going to die for no damn reason. Don't tell me it's patriotism. Don't tell me you're defending. You're going over there so a bunch of people can make more money building tanks and planes and guns and shit for the industrial war complex. That's why your children will be dying, so those people can make more money.
Yep. Harry, I'm doing good. How are you? Good morning.
So this is what y'all want. Y'all wanted me to come on? Hot damn.
Sure. Why not? Keeps things lively.
Chris the Goose subscribed to my channel yesterday, Scott. So he's looking to do something tonight. I know he is. You might have his
Oh, yeah,
contact information.
he's got the new improved map tonight. So
Where are we going to be at?
I'll put it on my main channel. I don't give a fuck. If
All
they
right.
blow it up, they blow it up. I don't care.
Okay, I'll be there.
24K Sadie looks better now because he finally graduated from his job.
Yeah.
So
I
What up,
quit
John?
it.
You look relaxed, Larry. You
That
look
working
relaxed.
that working stuff makes you old quick. I found it's a lot better just to sit at home all day and do nothing.
There you go.
No, I've been busy. I've been listening. I've been buying. I actually bought a guitar for $5 the other day. I think it's going to be worth about 300 or more.
Yeah, I bought a yesterday. It was $15. I'm looking at it. This pile of cores in the basket because I got there early yesterday because my buddy who runs the place, like, I hold stuff back after the half price weekend because I got to be able to put everything out. So if I think something's really good, I wait and put it out Monday, so it's not half price. So I went yesterday
Morning,
and
Josh.
had a headset called VIVE. It's weird. It's one of those VR headsets. It's got things that come down for your ears, and I hadn't figured out if it's number one or number two. If it's number two, it's worth over 300. If it's the first version, it's worth I think about 150.
Nice.
I didn't know anything about it, folks. I just looked.
There's
I just typed in VIVE headset, and it pops up.
my listings from yesterday.
Cool.
9 listings, a little over $400.
Sweet.
I got 2 listings done yesterday. I listed a camera. It's the weirdest. Okay, so it's weird stuff. You want to see my most surprising thing I bought this weekend?
Sure. Yeah, like I went and got the paintings yesterday. They're still in the trunk of my car. I'm not going to list them until
Where'd it go?
Until I get boxes I can ship them in.
Are they in pretty good shape, Todd, or there's no issues?
They're in great shape. They're like.
Are they?
I think I listed them.
They were like in 1940. They were put right into frames. I mean, that's how they look.
Nice. That kind of stuff would worry me. You're paying up a little bit for that stuff.
So many times on stuff like that, you look at the back of them and you see where water is soaked up into the corner.
Right.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. They're all in excellent condition.
Okay, the thing that I was looking for is already listed in the building. A vacuum cleaner. Is that exciting? Anybody?
Hey, vacuums are hot this Christmas.
The lady charged me $3 for this Eureka vacuum cleaner. What do y'all think? Anybody else buy it?
Sure, it's a handheld vacuum cleaner.
This
Is it
one here
battery
is the back.
operated?
The back is the where it holds the little guy here. No, it's not battery operated. Cable cord
Oh,
right
okay.
there.
It
I
looks
listed it.
unique. I don't think
I
I've ever
listed,
seen one.
I listed it. I hadn't either. That's why I looked it up. I listed it Sunday. It sold yesterday for. I put it on sale for 15% off because I'm wild and crazy like that. Lady, gay, or man, it sold at 15% off. I get $80 ship.
Nice.
But
Sweet.
let me find the one listing because I can't find a picture of it. Y'all are gonna be shocked. So this thing looks very innocent. It looks like you'd put a bicycle tire on it or something. Come on, where are you? It's made by a company called Sport Crafters. It's called an overdrive trainer. Let me just share screen so Todd can throw it up there. Present.
Okay. Let's see.
Share screen. Sport Crafter. Since y'all can't find I hid my eBay account from everybody.
Where does it go? Oh, okay, there it is.
That little guy right there. Y'all see how much it's worth? It looks innocent. You see how much it's worth?
Dang.
Yeah, you
It's just
put.
two little. It's just two little rollers on that. Their sales as high as 180, 190.
How do you support the front of your bicycle?
And if I know,
I mean, you're pedaling, and you
because
got your bike.
it hadn't been used. They hadn't even taken the sticker off of it. They had nobody use that thing.
And isn't there supposed to be a rubber band between the two rollers?
No. It's got the wheels got a resistance built into them, so
See that little red notch on it? I think there's
a little
supposed to be
red.
a rubber band that goes between the rollers.
None of them have that. I mean, that's just the way it
Oh,
is. None
really?
of them have that.
Because I've seen them with a
Oh.
rubber band between rollers before.
All of them that I've seen sold don't have a rubber band. All right, there you go. But that
And
thing was weird. Just $5.
then you're supposed to have something to hold your front wheel still, so you don't just
Yeah,
fall
not
over.
that one. For some reason, not that one.
You just get up on it on your bicycle and go. Man, that sounds like I could break my leg pretty easy.
And then I picked up this guy here. This was $4. If y'all see these things, y'all realize how expensive these things are. Larry, tell them how expensive this fishing stuff is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that thing was probably $150 new, probably, if I had to guess. Maybe 100,
It
150.
still sells like 70 or 80 used.
Yeah. Yeah, that stuff's expensive.
The
That's fly
brand,
fishing stuff.
the
They
brand
take that stuff serious.
is Fish Pond a good brand? That's the brand, Fish Pond,
Yeah, that's decent.
and it's got some little thing on. I don't know what that little Orvis thing is. I'm just gonna sell it with it. It's some kind of. I think it holds fly fish. It holds something to do with fly fish. I don't know what that thing is.
Yeah.
It's got
Fishermen
like
love
a.
Orbis. Orbis is like the brand of the fishermen, the fly fishermen and
Has it got
all them.
like a retractable string on it?
It looked like it had. It's supposed to have had something on it. It doesn't have it anymore. It's in there, but
Yeah, that holds your little scissors and your forceps for working with little hooks.
yes, I got to get this listed today.
So at
And people
the
might buy that next week.
auction, I got a bunch of Coca-Cola memorabilia. This is from 1992, and you can see the Coke is still inside the little bottles.
Oh, that's tiny. I thought in your thumbnail, I thought it was a real big, a regular size.
So
Well,
on that Coke, does it have is the little thing between Coca Cola? Is it a dash or a little tildy looking thing?
kind of a dash, I guess. I don't know.
Because that was one of the things that was going crazy about 3 months ago. Was it was never a dash. It was always the little bitty squiggly line, and it's a sign that we jump timelines or some crazy shit.
I looked at the comps on this and I listed it for $35.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And I got all kind of stuff like old openers and stuff.
Oh, I got my watches. I got my watches back from Chad. Todd.
Oh, okay, good. You held them out in the sunlight and got them working, did you? That's the funniest story.
I still took care of him for his trouble, you know.
But
Oh yeah.
you know, when Trump wins today, it's just the beginning of 6 weeks of hell, folks. I'm gonna warn you right now: if you live anywhere near these crazy Democrats, you better learn your laws about concealed carry and carry because you don't get. There's so many illegals that have been let in this country, and there are a lot of bad people have been let in this country. This is your warning: do not be caught without a way to defend yourself and defend your family.
I agree.
I mean, y'all know I live in Alabama, and nothing much will happen out here because, man, there's a bunch of rednecks down here just been waiting for this fucking shit. They've been practicing on deer, squirrels, everything, and now all of a sudden, you mean to tell me they get to do something and fight for a flag they love down here?
Right.
Yeah, get her done.
It's bow season here right now, and my granddaughter, she's 17. She works at the deer processing plant. She said they've been doing about 50 a day.
Felix? When do we threaten people? I just said people need to be prepared to defend your family and defend your life. Ain't no threats. This is the USA.
Yeah, you're allowed to talk about defending yourself.
We we are not the ones that. Because I'm telling you right now, that if you live in Portland, if you live in Minneapolis, and Larry, especially you living near St. Louis, them people are crazy.
Oh
They'll,
yeah. Well, they're
they'll burn those big cities down.
they're crazy on a normal day around here. Yeah, that's a good bottle opener there, Todd. I think I've sold that one before. That Coca-Cola one.
Yep.
Yeah, anything Coca still, it's not as popular as it once was, but it still has a lot of collector value.
Yeah.
This one's got the cap catcher thing.
Yeah, that might be off an older machine there, it looks like.
What are you using for a camera? Are you using a flip phone again?
No, it's just my old computer camera. I don't know. Sorry.
You look like what's his name? What's the square guy? Um, Max Headroom or something, all pixelated and squared up.
Sorry.
Morning, Tom.
Can't nobody hear you, old man.
Tom's
Good,
muted.
good morning.
Howdy.
I did my best imitation of you yesterday, Tom.
Yeah, and I heard that Friday night you gave me hell too, and I didn't think you were having a.
No. Right behind you. I was at the thrift store yesterday, and they had two Han filing cabinets.
Oh, did they?
They were the 5-drawer legals for $15 each. I'm like, I cannot leave two Han 5-drawer legals. Them damn things are 5 foot tall.
Yeah,
So,
baby. I got 3 of them over here.
if you had to go buy a new Han filing cabinet, do y'all know how much a new Han 5-drawer filing cabinet costs?
A lot.
Yeah.
$1,000.
What?
Look them up on eBay. Legal Han 5-drawer filing cabinet, and you'll go, holy crap!
No, I haven't.
I got to figure out where to put them in here. I don't have any room, but I couldn't leave them.
That you paid a lot for them because the ones I paid $7 for.
I could have checked a chance and gone back this morning and got the old man 25% off, but I'm like, no, my luck, they'll be gone before I get there, and I'll be really mad because I tried to save $3.
Probably so. I
They're
mean,
great.
I bought one. I bought a 4-drawer filing cabinet, and it smelled. I don't know what was in it. It smelled like I was not going to put stuff in it that I was going to send to people. So I put it out in my utility room, and I've been putting like tools and battery chargers and all that kind of stuff in it. It was $3.99 with my discount. You know, you can't even buy a damn shelf for $3.99.
Yeah, so Felix, isn't Zen the one that Tucker Carlson's always using? Is that the one?
I'll check it out, Philip.
Supposedly Zen is supposed. Does it give you the
Hey,
nicotine? Supposedly, without all the chemicals, is not addictive, but it really gives you a lot of alertness and energy. Is that true?
I know Commonwealth Picker, he's got Zen in his mouth all the time.
here's the long 2-door file cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby. Fill that bitch full.
Yeah, I've got the other kind right here. The ones that I've got beside me are the ones like doctors that the kind of thing opens up, but they're
Right.
still vertical. I don't know if it'll reach this far.
You know, the main thing is it keeps dust off of stuff. You know what I mean? If it's in the shelf, well, I mean, you can put them in totes, but damn, totes are so expensive. And they get, if you fill them too full, they start getting really heavy. By the way, I'm not supposed to have power yet. They went from 8:45 this morning till 3:00 this afternoon. But voila, I have power.
Hey,
Nice.
Thom.
Yes, sir.
What did you call those briefcases I showed yesterday?
Catalog cases.
Catalog.
All right, so those. How come I ain't show? Oh,
I
no
got
wonder it's
5 of
switch
those
cameras.
for
Damn it!
$11 yesterday.
Quit moving cameras around.
What you got, Jack?
Those are the ones I've got all my. That's a 4-door filing cabinet. I've got all my
Oh, okay.
DVDs in there,
Nice.
and then all the books I got listed at the bottom.
That looks almost as organized as my shelves here.
Did you,
I know,
did you
right?
did you take the doors off of it or?
No, they're just folded up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is heavy organization right here.
Hey, I got some like that.
I can see
But
the
if you-
buckling and the bending in those shelves.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's like.
Yeah.
If you do get a chance, if you find any of those, so I picked those up for 20. They're like the ones you see in a doctor's office. Got the front folds up and slides in. When the tray comes out, it holds 2 rows of DVDs. So each shelf will hold well over 100 DVDs or Blu-rays or video games, whatever you've got in there. And they're easy to see what you got because the drawer comes out, so you can look at each one. And it's been nice to have them over there.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
That's
Me and my
right,
brother-
Felix. Hoarders.
Me and my brother-in-law bought out a Radio Shack, and I got a bunch of the racking from there, which I love. I wish I would have got more when I had the chance, but
But the rest of this place look like hell.
I've got a fireproof file cabinet that was given to me. It cost me $150 to get 2 men in a truck to come get it and bring it to my house.
Those are generally much heavier, and they're about twice as much as regular ones.
That thing was about $3,000 new, but it is, you know, the whole outside of it and the drawer fronts are lined with like concrete, and
Is that where you had all the cash and gold?
that's where I have the cash and gold at. And the boys' adoption paperwork and stuff like that, because that can't be replaced. But yeah, it cost me $150 to get for 2 men in a truck to come get it and bring it to my house. And I said, I've got a fireproof file cabinet I need to move. Do y'all move that? He said, yes, sir. He says, we've got the hand truck to do it with. And when he met me at the office to get it, it's one of those that it has like it's got
It's
2
a
sets of
pretty
wheels on
lever.
the back, and one of them pulls out so that the thing will lay back. And
Mine does that. Mine does that.
And it's power assisted too. And they didn't even break a sweat with that.
I feel one of us would have done that for free.
I don't know if anybody would have done that because I had moved one. No, it was worth $150 because back before I retired, I helped move 2 around inside of our office, and I swore that wouldn't happen again because those bitches are heavy. Well, I'm glad you did, Lag. Did you get it for $150 delivered? Because this thing was like prestige. I did have the locks changed on it though. That cost me another $30.
Yeah, now I got to figure out how to rearrange something in here to give me more room for 2 filing cabinets.
I've been working on mine too, trying to clean it out. I rented a little 5x9 storage unit, and it's full of tools. So I don't know. I probably should have got 2 of them or a bigger one, but it's only $40 a month for a 5x9 here.
See, I saved $850, Lag.
Y'all pay money to store your stuff? Dang.
Well, I should just sell it all.
I don't know why Todd don't get one of like a 20, one of those 20-foot containers and delivered to his backyard. So it goes over the swimming pool. They don't use it anyway. Lag uses it more than they do.
I thought about putting everything in storage and then taking a picture of the storage unit and just selling it. Sell all of it.
You know, Felix, I've got a place leveled off at a piece of property that's eventually going to be our forever home. And it's big enough to have 3 of those 40-foot containers sitting side by side on it.
They'd probably put me in jail if I showed up with a shipping container in this neighborhood. They wanted to find me. They wanted to fine me $500 for leaving my trash can out too long.
Well, you know what?
America,
there's your good job right there. There's a boy that lives across that way, across Carmel Road. He charges like $3 a month, and he goes and rolls everybody's trash cans out on Tuesday nights, and Wednesday afternoons he rolls them all the way back in. He's got like 100 and some houses that he does that with, and
good little business, yeah.
I mean, he's like 15, 16 years old. I know his dad. Because I told him how much our boy's car insurance was. And he told his son, he said, you better get you a job if you want to ever learn how to drive. Because I'm not spending that kind of money on car insurance.
Our cans cannot be in the line of sight from the street. They have to be in the backyard, or they have to be in a garage or something like that. I hate HOAs. I hate everything about them. It goes against everything I believe in.
Yeah, that's why I don't have one.
You live in an
I got over on an old man yesterday.
What'd you do?
They had a home light pole saw, the one that's got the chainsaw end on it.
Yeah.
It stands out in the electric. And I'm like, $10, that's a buy. So I can cut the back fence without having to get poison ivy. And old man comes up beside me and says, did you figure out how to test that? He goes, I've tried all those cables everywhere to see if it works or not. I'm like, it's $10. He goes, I said, you can just bring it back and they'll give you credit. It's just $10. Oh, I didn't want to go through all the trouble. There's got to be a way to test it. And I'm like, I got to go get a basket. I'll be right back. Over at the baskets area, they have a sign, an open and close sign. This got an extension cord stuck onto it. So I'm over there unplugging their sign to plug in the chainsaw thing. I'm like, I told it, old man, I'm like, oh, it works. He goes, how'd you ever figure out how to test it? I'm like, they got extension cords that run their lights out there.
Yeah. Larry, I'm surprised you live in an HOA. I figured you had a few acres out in the country somewhere where you were.
No, that's my only savior, Tom, is my kids have lots of land real close. I can go anytime I want. So
you keep your boat out there, or you keep it at
my boat's at my youngest boy's house. Yeah. And then you bring it home. They let me bring. I mean, they won't. If it's here for a couple, 2 or 3 days, you're working on it or getting it ready for a trip. They won't bother you too much. But you can't have one, next to your house. Like
right.
like most normal people.
My one of my gaming friends, he lives in an HOA over in Ballantyne, and his parents came in from Arkansas in their motorhome, and that motorhome was like $800,000. They backed up into their driveway, and their house, it's one of the bigger lots, and it's got a circular driveway in front of it. It's really nice looking. Anyway, they pulled up into the driveway and parked in front of the house. They hadn't even gone into the bathroom. His parents hadn't even gone in and used the bathroom and came out and had their pleasantries. You know, he got a phone call from the president of the HOA saying, you can't leave that RV there.
Right.
And he said, well, they're just staying a few hours. And they said, well, you know what the rules are. And he said that just totally pissed him off. He said, let me tell you what, that RV costs more than most of the effing houses in this neighborhood.
Right.
And he said, you should be wanting that thing sitting here since we've got about a dozen foreclosures out here.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't have sat well with me. I'd have cussed that motherfucker out and hung up on him.
That's why I don't need to be here.
I
don't have the temperament for an HOA. I end up hurting somebody.
They don't have a problem with, everybody keep having to keep their lawns, neat and the place is clean because that affects the value. But, he was jumping the gun like he had bought this motorhome and it was going to be sitting there. And, I'm too old. Get off my lawn. I'm just too old for that kind of bullshit.
Where's Scott's voices? That's what he needs right now.
If you had 9 acres in DC, Felix, you were sitting on a piece of dirt there, buddy. But you wish you had it.
Yeah, you could sell some liberal for $2 million, probably.
Yeah. So I'm way behind the game since I didn't have no power. And I tried to get in on my phone and it wouldn't let me log in through my phone. But anyway, has everybody gone out and voted? I know y'all have.
I haven't yet. We will sometime this morning.
You better get your ass out there.
What difference does it make if I do it now or I do it at 11:30? It ain't gonna change, huh?
Because that car could break down. Decide it's going to break down at 11:30, and you not make it.
If it does, I'll walk my ass down there. I don't give a fuck.
I have a feeling Scott would get there one way or the other today.
It was a terrible thing for the world of sports when our basketball team is ranked higher than our football team.
Damn.
We're y'all can laugh and carry on. Felix has already made some little comments about my football team. I saw them, Felix, you asshole. Don't forget, Alabama started preseason ranking number 2, our highest preseason ever. And we had little old North Carolina Asheville in here last night. And they got the absolute fuck beat out of them. They came back to see. Were they still crying on their way home, Tom? They got beat 110-54.
I'm sorry, I was reading this thing about vote for Kamala.
UNC Asheville when they drove by 100. They got beat 110-54 last night by Bama.
What are they ranked? Are they 1 or 2 or what are they, Scott?
2.
I saw it was a short video, but it wasn't a YouTube short. It was longer than that. But it was they were talking about men playing on women's teams, and I can't remember the basketball player, but he's like 9 feet tall. They said if he decided he identifies as a woman, would he be able to stay on the NBA or would he have to go over to the WNBA? And he said because he's probably going to shoot 800 points in that game. All the comments on it was not about him playing on a woman's basketball team. It was the fact that no, he would not ever get 800 points. No, he wouldn't get 800 points. You don't know what you're talking about. And I thought to myself, dude, or dudette, that's not the point.
I guess I'm naive. I don't know how this election can even be close. Maybe I'm just ignorant, stuck in my little bubble.
Well, everybody, all these different people.
If you look at it, depends on who you look at. See, okay, so here's how polls work, folks. You got to understand how polls work. So if they come out and said Kamala's going to get blasted, the Democrat donors would not give any money because they didn't feel like they run these polls closer than what they should be in order to keep fundraising efforts for each of these parties. And so even though it could be a blowout either way, I've been listening to a guy named Dr. Steve, I think Turley is his last name. And if you look at a lot of the characters, it shouldn't be close. It should be the 7 swing states, he should go 7 for 7. There's a good chance he takes Virginia. We're talking. I think it's New York's within 2 points or 3 points.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. New York, they've got them in a tailspin up there because there's been so
squirrel,
many people.
They killed the squirrel.
It is a
peanut.
They killed the peanut.
There's one guy, one pollster, that he said, I'm saying that he's one of the YouTubers that does, the maps, and he was getting a lot of predictions. He said, I'm going to say that Kamala is going to get New York State. He said, but don't be surprised if she doesn't. He says, because it's real close. Normally Republicans are like 12 points away from the Democrat, and they're like 1.8% difference right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, Felix is saying, I don't know if y'all seen that, but there's the only city in the nation, Hamtramck, Michigan, that's the entire county elected boards and everything are all Muslim, and they endorse Donald Trump. And then also in Minnesota, it's got a heavy Muslim population in parts of it, and same thing. They stopped short. They wouldn't endorse Donald, but they also wouldn't endorse Kamala.
Well, who knows where Kamala stands on anything to do with the Middle East or anything?
Yeah, the place that I saw the news was like Hamtramck. It's north of Detroit. It's up there near Dearborn. Hamtramck, I think is the name of it.
Her stance is to keep the wars going.
Yeah, you would think. Well, it depends on who she's talking to. If she's, you know what I mean. One second she's for this, and that next second she's for that. She's pro-Israel, and she.
From Minnesota actually came out for Trump. Okay, that's the problem. Is Trump's 100% right when they say, "Are you for Ukraine or Russia?" Let's let people quit dying. Can people stop dying first?
Yeah.
Let's end this shit and they can stop dying.
Yeah, because we've got skin in both games over here.
That was all money laundering. That was all the Democrats and the Rhino Republicans. They're both sides over there sending money to have it laundered and come back to them and their little campaigns. Let's not hide the fact that Ukraine, the whole thing was about money.
I'm for just getting the hell out of all them wars. And anyways, I mean, the only reason we make enemies is because we're involved in shit we shouldn't be involved in the first place. It ain't got nothing to do with us, and we're going to end up in, which they were never our friends anyways. But we're escalating shit that should have never been an issue in the first place. We shouldn't be involved in half these wars. Our money should never leave this country for that crap. In my opinion.
Phil, if everything goes like it should, and if he has a good presidency, I'm telling you, it's going to be hard to stop JD Vance. That dude, if you do yourself a favor, go watch him with Rogan. If you don't know much about JD Vance, he's just a regular guy, folks. I'm gonna watch this movie today. Damn it! I want him. Like me. He cusses like me. It's awesome.
Yeah, I want him. I want Trump and Vance to get up there and turn this damn country around. So in 4 years, when Vance runs for president, he can say, this is where we were at before we got in office, and this is where we're at now. and not spend. There's no point in me having to fly around the damn country, you know, like Kamala. She's flying around in the damn Air Force Two or whatnot on our dollar. They shouldn't have to do that. They're already in the position. No, Kamala's a dumbass.
Kamala can't. There's a reason why she didn't do Rogan, because she can't put a sentence together. And if she had to do it for 3 hours, can you imagine listening to her cackle for 3 hours and just talk about absolute nonsense?
I was watching this. There's a series on Netflix called The Diplomat, and it's all fictional and all this kind of stuff. Of course. And the vice president of the United States is in England, and the diplomat is the U.S. ambassador to the United Kingdom. The woman that played the vice president that was there, even though it's all made up in TV. I cannot imagine Kamala being like that, because this woman was very serious, to the point, stay on track. She didn't laugh one time. I could see Scott's girlfriend Hillary in that position better than I can see Kamala.
Phil, did we watch the same? You need to go watch Rogan again. Not impressed. Never admitted he didn't know a subject. If he's afraid to say I don't know, he's not. When they started talking about why marijuana was illegal and about go watch the stuff when they started talking about that stuff. He says to Rogan, "No, I don't know this. Help tell me what it is about it so I can understand it." What are you talking about? He's not afraid if he doesn't know. Did we watch the same? Did you watch the same interview I did?
I gotta go answer the phone. Donnie's on the phone.
All right. So Donnie, we said what's up.
I'm calling you now.
Because Rogan was talking about the psychedelics and the treatment of veterans with PTSD, and how that a lot of them it was helping remap their brains so that they could function normally after all the horrors and shit they've seen at war, and why. It also talking about why marijuana was a Schedule 1, and it had to do with hemp and the invention of them. There were two things, or actually three things. The alcohol industry didn't want the competition for marijuana. They wanted to use it to make it look bad against the black race, because it was very popular with the black race. And then third, they came out with a machine equal to the cotton gin that could take hemp and make it into clothing and paper. Don't y'all forget that the original Declaration of Independence is written on hemp. That used to be one of the preferred papers and the better paper. But you got all these logging people who got all these forests and all these trees and wanting to make paper and all the power that these guys have. And so there's a reason why marijuana is Schedule 1.
Another thing too is, if you haven't ever tried any underwear made out of bamboo cloth, you need to give it a try, because that sucker is softer than cotton. I don't know if y'all even knew that they make cloth out of bamboo, but anyway, they do. And that, and that's getting to be a big production, because it grows fast, and they just shred the hell out of that stuff.
There's a huge hemp farm here in Meridianville. It's
bamboo underwear sounds painful as hell, Tom.
It's soft. I'm telling you what. Roberta ordered me some, and I'm like, took them out of the packaging, and I'm like, man, this is softer than silk, and it feels better than silk. So
is it real gentle?
It's real gentle.
It is real fucking gentle.
I'm serious. Y'all
real gentle.
See, Val says bamboo cloth is the best. And you don't go against Texas Val. She'll send her cowboys up to get you. Not that we can trade with the team.
I wear bamboo underwear. I don't give a fuck.
be real fucking gentle.
Well,
I'll be real fucking gentle.
Felix, the
I don't give a damn if it is.
prostitution is big in big of those places. You know, if Kamala wants to, I mean, not Kamala. What's that? We have a congresswoman that wants to legal, or she's trying to become a U.S. congressperson. I mean, a North Carolina congressperson. She's wanting to legalize fentanyl, opium,
So
and prostitution.
okay, so Felix says, "Why do you think I only travel to places on vacation or Holland and Thailand? You go to Holland to get high. You go to Thailand for little boys. Is that it?"
Damn.
Oh,
Damn. My son's in Mexico right now.
Sorry, Felix, I couldn't pass that one up.
But I'm not naive. I mean, I don't expect the sun to come out and flowers start growing and children start playing in the street when Trump gets elected. But I'm just ready for some common sense again. That's all I want. You know. I mean, and who could be against Elon Musk getting involved in looking at the government budgets and waste and stuff? I mean, that sounds like a good thing to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And by the way, they overturned that lottery thing. They said it was fine for what he was doing.
What was he doing?
He gave away $1 million, and they tried to stop it. Some kind of lawsuit crap.
They also, the Supreme Court's they haven't gotten a lot of publicity. Virginia wanted to remove. So Virginia had a thing where you filled out, and it said it was something about voter records, and you had to pick were you a citizen or not. And 6,000 people picked they weren't a citizen. So the state of Virginia moved to remove them from the voter rolls because they're not eligible to vote. And the Democrats had a fucking conniption come apart. They took it all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said they're not eligible anyway. What are y'all doing? They shouldn't have been there. They're allowed to take them off.
Yeah, what's the argument for them voting? I mean, it's we want illegal votes. I mean, that's the only argument you could have.
And they also sued Alabama. Alabama's doing the same thing.
Are they? Oh, there's going to be some tricky shit going on.
Oh, that's why we got to come out in force today to overcome. It's got to be so far the early voting. If you look at the early voting statistics, like in Pennsylvania, whenever voting day when we got to here last year, the Democrats had a 1.2 million vote lead that they were trying to overcome.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they did it, but the shenanigans they did with the little whenever Joe got that influx of votes that went 100% for him in the middle of the night, those folks.
Right.
But this time the difference is it's like 390,000. I mean, it's substantial. A combination of the Democrats not coming out and the Republicans come early voting in force. Now, if the men will just come through because they Republicans vote heavily and heavily mail on election day. But there's quite a few states like that. North Carolina, Thom, you've been hearing, North Carolina's in play. It could go blue for the first time in a few years. For the first time since they've been doing early voting, the Republicans are ahead at starting election day. There's no way in hell he'll win. He'll win North Carolina by 5.
And they're saying that that's all of the people that's pissed off on the western side of North Carolina because that's been hit by the flooding and whatnot, and they were only going to give them $500. Yet they're giving all these illegals all this money, that was not supposed to be. I mean, it's from FEMA. I thought it was all flood insurance or federal insurance.
No, they're the federal emergency. It's the federal emergency management. So they should only be because the government has illegally allowed these people to come across. That's not an emergency. Y'all created that shit. That's not an emergency.
Right.
The emergency is close the fucking back door, you assholes.
Yeah.
They're expecting to be the border to be hit hard when Trump wins tonight.
But Georgia's the hardest one to see because Georgia doesn't require party affiliation to be set when they do early voting or whatever. So look. I mean, I don't think there's a chance that he loses Georgia twice. But even Wisconsin, you look at Wisconsin, look at Michigan, same thing. The early voting numbers are heavy Republican.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, and in 2020, they counted the early vote at the end, which I don't know. I don't know. That seemed backwards to me, but
It
yes.
should be at 7:30 when our polls close. They should be able to reach over there and hit a damn button, and all the early voting should be tabulated and posted right then. There shouldn't be anything else to do because we use machines here. Just because these other states, spend money on everything else and can't get modernized.
Well, a lot of things have changed since 2020. Not necessarily they have changed a lot of voting laws since 2020, but also they're not going to be. They don't have the cover of COVID
Right.
to get by with.
Arizona, Nevada, for the first time since they've been tracking it too. The Republicans were ahead in Nevada starting in the morning.
Yeah. I just wish by 10 o'clock he would be the president, even before she gets to her California, because we all know she's going to get Oregon, Washington State, and California.
I truly don't think we're going to know until Pennsylvania calls theirs. I think Pennsylvania is going to be the hinge.
If he can win all the other swing states, Pennsylvania doesn't matter.
Yeah, that'd be one route. If he does that,
he can win it without Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's the one. I think he's the only one that can win it without Pennsylvania, right? She can't win it without Pennsylvania.
She can't.
No, if she doesn't win Pennsylvania, they're saying that
it's over. Yeah,
it's over. But I would really wish Donnie T would flip New York.
I just want them to. They got to win Michigan so that I can call my uncle. So I call my uncle and tell him thanks for voting red, even though him and his crazy ass wife are fucking liberals from hell.
I got a niece that's she was always a Republican and she got married, and he's like a far left Democrat. I told her when she married him and I found out what his affiliation was, she was coming out of the wheel. But it's like, how can you? I told her, I said, "Girl, how can you even think about voting for Harris?" And she's like, "Well, because she's a Democrat candidate." And I told her, I said, "You got a PhD in nursing, and that's how you're thinking, girl. You shouldn't have the right to vote. You should not have the right to vote."
Hey, my brother's married 2 nurses in the past. Them bitches are crazy as hell.
I mean, I want it over with. I want the phone to be quiet tomorrow.
Right.
Even my cell phone's getting calls.
Honestly, I hope it's just a blowout and a half. I hope he wins the popular vote, just so there's no question. You know what I mean?
If he doesn't win the popular vote, something's up, because is it Reuters? Reuters is the one that does party enthusiasm and party registration and that number, and they have been right about the popular vote call for the last 40 or 50 years.
Right.
And they are saying Trump 2. So, and they are always within 0.5%. Trump 2 or Trump 3, whatever it was. Trump should win the popular vote around 2 to 3% up.
Well, I was listening to somebody last night, and they were talking about polls, and there's certain polls that will always go left because they.
Oh, sure, they get paid by the left.
Well, that's who they're drawing from, and one of the pollsters was showing Trump winning, and everybody's all concerned about it. Like these people, like the management of this polling company has gone back and retabulated everything to make sure something was not right.
Yeah.
And so the guy I was watching, he said, so he says that's showing that their leftist base is swinging right. I don't think they're really swinging right. I think they're just tired of the bullshit, and they're tired of eggs costing $4.50 for a dozen.
He's going to win a historic number in the black vote too, which is the black. So it's going to be combination. A lot of it is going to be determined with the black vote. The black vote is not coming out for Harris. They don't like her. They don't identify her with her. So a lot of them are going to sit at home, and then other ones that go upwards of 25%, which is an astonishing number, are going to vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Black men especially. Black men especially. They do not like Kamala. Can we be for real? Does anybody watch Candace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kamala, I'm as black as Kamala. Right, folks, look at me right now. I'm as black as Kamala.
Yeah, and you know what? Candace has such a huge following on her show that she had like 1 million people researching this, because they were trying to track out, because there's some questions about Kamala's family. Like, she's supposed to be sitting in the lap of her grandmother. Her grandmother died 3 years before she was born, so that wasn't possible. And so they were researching, Kamala's heritage.
How the best person who had the best line was Kamala's cuck of a husband. Did y'all see what he said yesterday?
No, what did he say?
Said Kamala's going to do what she always does. She's going to put her head down and go to work.
Damn.
But one thing that Kamala has never talked about.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Kamala's family were rich white slave owners.
Well,
she was not black. Her family was not black. They were white, rich slave owners.
Doing things strictly on the basis of color or race is what got us here in the first place. That's why that idiot's in there in the first place.
Yeah, and they're also saying that she screwed up by the guy I saw, and I think it was on the 5 at 5 or whatnot. The guy said, the person that chose Waltz to be her running mate over the Pennsylvania guy should be run out of politics and never be heard from again.
How do you not go back and check and go, wait a minute, there's a higher than 70% chance Waltz has raped kids in the past. How do you not go back and check that?
Right.
That's just it. Did they not? They not do any background checks, but do they not really vet their candidates? Because allegedly the reason she didn't go with the Pennsylvania governor is because he's Jewish.
He's Jewish, yeah.
And they said if he had been running as her running mate, Pennsylvania would be, for Kamala.
Well, anytime you try to go after one of theirs, it's always you're either racist or you're this or you're that or you're like a conspiracy theorist or some they come up with that's their whole defense when it comes to their people. If it's a Republican though, it's always legit,
Boy, did you steal that sign behind you?
Which one?
The one Elvis Presley. Is that?
Oh yeah, right in front of his house. I went and took that sucker time.
I was watching this thing back when they were talking about the house being foreclosed on. Do you remember that?
About broke my heart when I thought that thing.
Well, then it was a fraud. I mean, it was all fraud. But anyway, they were talking about the street that Elvis Presley Drive or Boulevard or whatnot is like the #1 stolen sign
Probably.
in America. That they when they order them, they order them by the gross lot for $244 at a time.
Right.
It's going to be. Hopefully, it's going to be a short night. But I have a feeling it's going to be a long night. Because we know what Alaska's going to do. We know what Hawaii's going to do. And Alaska's ballot, they don't close till 1 o'clock in our time or Eastern Standard Time in the morning.
Yeah, but they have so few electoral votes. 1 or 2, 3.
Yeah, they don't have many. It's the largest state. Let's see, it's the largest state and the smallest population, something like that.
Does it have more population than Rhode Island?
I think it's got. Damn it, Scott.
All right, here we go.
Excuse me.
Wikipedia says the number 50. Wyoming is the least populated state.
Excuse me. Alaska has 723,000.
Yeah, Wyoming's only got 584. Vermont's only got 647. Rhode Island has actually got over 1 million. They're more than Delaware, South Dakota, North Dakota.
I'm telling you what. Todd better get his damn people under control down there. That purple shit needs to stop. It needs to be solid red.
Well, I got to get some listening done. You never thought you'd heard me say that, did you?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, that's exactly right. That's the reason, like when with Biden, you know, the country was red except for a few states, and those few states put him over the.
I'm trying, lag.
Who said that?
Felix. Stop wasting time. 10 states decide the election.
And of those 10, how many of them cheated last time? we know 3 got caught, and they did nothing about it. Which is actually 4. They caught Michigan too. You know, they violated 5. Wisconsin, they violated a law on drop boxes, and they say it afterwards. Georgia is well documented now through all the court cases that they were caught cheating. Arizona, same thing. They've got all those votes that they have no idea. Absentee ballots with no signature match. And same thing with Pennsylvania.
Okay, buddy, I will try, lag.
It's actually 7 states that decide the election, not 10.
Oh, I can't do 400 each item. You crazy? I don't have that kind of inventory.
What do you say?
I was talking to lag. He's trying to tell me to do a 10-day minimum of 400 each item. I can't. I don't have no $400 items.
It's not the electoral college is fine. It's you need to fix the individual states and how they. Because if you take the electoral college away, we're going to be Democrat forever, and you're going to be at the whims of Illinois, New York, and California, because you can't overcome the population of those states.
Well, the Democrats' election depends on Pennsylvania in one state this year.
Yeah.
It's pretty much cut and dry for them.
I would like.
The electoral system. Okay, I got you. I added a word in there, Felix. You're right. It does need to be fixed. You know, we need to get folks. Do yourself a favor. They like to put stuff in plain sight. Google the Dominion voting system and look at their logo. They tell you right on there what they do. There is a blue vote going in, a red vote going in, and a blue vote coming out of their little vote machine. They don't make this shit up. They don't lie. They put it right in your face. They're going to go, watch this. We're going to show them how red votes go in and blue votes come out. Go look at that. Go look at their damn their logo. Oh, Beard, it's just an accident. They didn't really mean that. Horse shit. They do everything in front of your face.
Well, when you think about it, all the rural counties have very little to say about who's president. I mean,
Yeah.
the big cities decide.
In North Carolina, it's Raleigh, and Charlotte. They control.
Every state should have to go to Florida and learn how to run elections.
It's exactly what Glenn said there. The big cities decide election.
But
That's why the electoral college is so important. It keeps that in check.
Yeah.
Right.
I had to explain to a relative one time. They're like, "We need to get rid of the electoral college." No, we don't, dumbass. And that's what
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
What
what
would
I
be
told her.
I mean, show me a better system, and I'll consider anything. But I don't know what would be better.
Because California, New York, and Illinois could rule the world.
Right. I mean, it's just like having three branches of government. I mean, one keeps the other one honest.
Well,
so
I hope the people up in Chicago.
honest.
I hope they.
Take it back.
I've watched a bunch of videos about it, where the people in Chicago are just totally fed up with how things are going, and there's little old ladies going, "We're coming for you." She says, "I've never voted for Republican, but I'm gonna vote for the Republican." She says, "You people need to go." And I think that's, and you could see the deputies in the background moving towards her, like, is she going to pull out a gun and start popping somebody? And apparently that's the way the consensus is they're kind of tired of it. I don't think it's going to be enough to flip Illinois, but if Chicago did flip, they said that would flip the whole
Because this is one of those things that's crazy. Just think about this. If he wins the popular vote, it'll be the first time a Republican has won the popular vote since Reagan.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
So.
And that would be just, oh my gosh, that would be so epic. I would just love that. Just to put to sleep any doubt, that.
Yep, I saw that too, Todd. All that crap's going to go away.
Finally, no more political ads. Yay.
You should have to take a test. You should have to take a test to be able to vote. If you can't tell who the vice president and the president are from the previous three administrations, you shouldn't be allowed to vote because they'll ask you who was Obama's vice president. You can go on the street right now and ask people who was Obama's vice president, and they can't tell you it was Joe.
Well,
you ask them what did Joe do before becoming president? They don't have a clue.
Obama has fallen out of graces with the black dudes too, because of some stuff he was saying.
Well, before she was running for president, a lot of people didn't even know who Kamala Harris was.
Hey, mark my words on this one. I'm being very prophetic. The last election was dominated by the fact that they didn't let the laptop out because they decided that it had all the hallmarks of Russian, even though it was 100% true, and it was Biden Jr.'s laptop. The next one is in the next few months, you're going to find out that Big Mike and Obama went to Diddy parties. I'm telling you, they got Big Mike and Obama on. They've got him on videotape at a Diddy parties. Just wait, that's coming.
Oh, that wouldn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me anymore. And fuck Robert De Niro too, that asshole. I used to like that guy.
I think this Diddy thing is going to affect a lot of people because the movie production companies and the music industry is kind of in a tailspin about it because if all this shit was going on with all these big with their big names that cause people to come to movies and whatnot,
Felix, that's a good joke, but the baby oil is very serious, folks. You don't understand. That's where they hid the GHB. That's how they got you.
What's GHB?
The date rape drug.
Oh.
Absorbed in your skin, you never knew it.
That's some pretty sick stuff that they was involved in there. We ain't heard the end of that.
The people that are going to come out, everybody, you look at everybody, all you damn Swifties, that bitch is up to her neck in this shit. Just wait. They're going all of them. All y'all who think LeBron James might be the greatest ever, he did a lot more flopping other than on the basketball court. I'd be willing to
allegedly, Scott. Allegedly,
bet there's all kinds of money of Diddy putting it to LeBron. You willing to bet money on that?
Wouldn't surprise me.
comments made by the panel guests.
Have you seen his? They asked him about it. They asked LeBron about it. Did you see what his answer was? He didn't have any comment until he found out what more came out on video. He did not have comment until he figured out what more was going to be released. There you go. That says I'm guilty. That means I'm not going to tell you unless I'm forced to tell you that the diddler had his way with me.
Diddler.
Felix, this is nothing. Scott and I have got shows that I keep looking at, expecting it to say demonetized, and it's still live. It's still live. It's still.
Wait, mine tonight's gonna get blasted. I'm not even turning the monetization on. Just fuck it.
Why did Joe Rogan wait until yesterday to endorse Trump? I mean, you could tell he was kind of behind him all the way, but why did he wait until just like yesterday?
He has fought wanting to do it this whole time. You know, even the last election cycle, he didn't want to have Trump on because he didn't want to be.
I think he was waiting because Kamala didn't go on his show, and he wanted to give her the very last opportunity to do it. In my opinion,
I sent Chris a message. Get that big beautiful map ready. 7 p.m. tonight. Sounds great.
Nice.
All right.
The highlight of my year, every 4 years, man. When Chris does it.
So Chris's new electoral map is going to be ready to go tonight. I might as well go ahead and make the show now.
Oh yeah, it's going to be epic.
I might not be live tomorrow, but we'll be live tonight.
It was such a letdown last time. I thought Chris was going to cry when things started swinging.
If Scott's show is not available tomorrow because his channel don't exist anymore, somebody ought to do something.
Go to the backup channel.
Yeah. All right, I gotta go.
And Chris has got money on it, I'm sure.
Well,
oh yeah,
that's the big thing right there. All the bookies are giving Trump, Trump's going to win by like 65% and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, he's in the 60s. Yeah,
if the bookies are doing that, because
that should tell you everything.
I've never made bets like that. But let's just say I put 100 on Trump and 100 on Kamala. I'm going to make it, and the odds are better on Trump than Kamala. I'm going to make a lot more money off of Kamala winning than I will off of Trump winning, right? Is that the way it works? Like, like Kamala be 10-1 and he'll be 2-1.
Yeah, pretty much that way, Tom.
Like
the underdog pays more, yeah.
So they're not going to take the chances of.
Well, the thing is that last election he was a favorite, betting odds favorite, and
was he?
Yeah, even going at remember Scott, we was all looking at it, and it all switched.
Well, you can't.
It all switched when they started playing that funny business at the very end of the election site, at the end of election night.
When they claimed the water main broke and somebody just clogged the toilet, that when that happened.
Yep. He was betting favorite for a long time, the whole evening.
I'm surprised they didn't. Son number 3, I just noticed that. I'm surprised that they didn't have some of their boys go talk to some of these people. But anyway,
we'll see.
It's going to be a long night.
It is. It's going to be a long day and night.
it's going to be a longer night for the Harris fans, but it's going to be a long night.
We can only hope.
I'm hoping by 10 o'clock it's over with.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Yeah, y'all give this man a thumbs up for putting up with all this nonsense.
It'll be all right.
And thank you guys for coming in here and covering for me since I couldn't be in here this morning.
It's not going to hurt the $10 a month I get from YouTube AdSense.
Hey, but after a month, after a year, that's $120.
That's right.
That's like 9 Boskies.
9 what?
Yep.
10 Boskies.
Okay. All right. Y'all have a great one. We'll see you tonight, Scott.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a
tonight.
thumbnail with the third monkey on the ark.
All right. Have a great one. Bye, guys.
Bye, Thom.
Yeah, I got to get to work myself. It's such a gloomy day. It's been raining hard here for 2 days straight.
Yeah, you're going to have to hurry to get 10 listings. Come on.
Oh, I got what else I got to do, Todd? I got all day and all night.
I don't know. You built that deck. I'm sure there's more honeydews around that place.
Oh, there's plenty of those. Yeah. I run out of inventory before I run out of honeydews.
I still haven't put the ladder away from when Gage fell 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
It's still sitting over there. I threw it out of the way, and it's just been sitting there leaning up against one of the branches he took down.
Canberra.
Right.
Where's Canberra?
Real good friend of mine, he died. He was cutting down a tree, and I loaned him a 40-foot ladder, and he came down the tree. He set his chainsaw down, turned it off, and fell down and died.
What, a heart attack?
Yep. Yep.
Dang.
He was one of my good buddies. He was probably in his 70s, but good shape. Hard-working guy, painter. I threw the ladder away. I didn't even want the ladder back.
Yeah, that's gonna have some weird feelings to it that
Right.
somebody it's totally unrelated death, but you still got to feel weird about that.
Yeah. That's why I just wanted to clean.
So
I just didn't want the memory. I still think about the guy all the time. We were real close.
Lag says so. He was 10 years younger than me. Thanks, Lag. Piece of lag. I got to get those pictures out of the trunk before it gets all humid in there. It's been rainy today.
Oh, you getting rain too? You getting rain, Scott?
No. Still a small chance tomorrow, but not much.
Is it? All right. Well, I'm gonna head on out of here. I appreciate it, Todd. Scott, I'll talk to you later tonight. Hopefully.
Yep.
Don't worry, we'll invite you.
Yep.
I'll be around. All right, buddy. See you guys.
All right. Bye. Yeah, it's time to shut the show down, I guess.
Damn it.
So, yeah, we'll see you at 7 tonight. 7 Central, right?
Yeah, 7 Central.
All right.
We'll be ready to rock and roll.
Sounds like fun. Somebody said you might do some drinking during the thing.
Me? I might even go I'm gonna go buy some new liquor. I've been watching all these whiskey channels. That's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go buy me a new bottle for tonight.
All right, folks. Y'all have a good day. Get out there and vote. It sounds like everybody in here has already voted.
Except for me and you.
No, I did. Friday.
I haven't. Alabama doesn't do early voting. Not very much anyway. It's very controlled.
That's a good thing most of the time. Anyway. Flag didn't mail in. I don't know if I trust mail-in. There's no telling how many votes will go to whatever party if you mail it in. All right. See y'all later. Bye.